Good afternoon. Our cameras were at Main Road yesterday for a thoroughly enjoyable Manchester derby. In fact, it was the most expensive club match on record. Well, Manchester United's team cost a staggering £5.5 million, including the country's most expensive player, Brian Robson. They were all given an enthusiastic reception by United's fans, who helped to make up a capacity crowd of 52,000. Well, City's team yesterday cost approximately half that of United's, but of course they were without Trevor Francis, one of the £5 million players signed by the two clubs. Also this afternoon, we've just in Fashion News first goal for Nottingham Forest and an absolutely spectacular effort from the game between Swansea and Arsenal, which is already being hailed as the goal of the season. But we start our action coverage at Main Road, where the rival managers, City's John Bond and United's Ron Atkinson, left it to the last minute before announcing their teams. Your commentator, Martin Tyler.
Paul Power takes a gamble on his fitness to captain Manchester City. Power has missed 5 of the last 6 games with a damaged ankle. And 2 days constant treatment has paid dividends for Gary Birtles, who was carried off with a badly bruised knee in Manchester United's League Cup tie at Tottenham on Wednesday. And Birtles' recovery contributes to Steve Coppell being relegated to United's substitute today, just 24 hours after Arsenal and Coventry City have offered £1 million for him. City's continuity has been badly disrupted by long-term injuries to Trevor Francis and Jerry Gow. And Power's return triggers off another reshuffle, which sees Nicky Reed partnering Kevin Bond in the centre of the defence, with Tommy Caton now at left back. Remy Moses has recovered from an ear infection and comes back into United's midfield, where the current form of Sammy McIlroy and Ray Wilkins are also factors in Coppell's omission. Today's big occasion has extra significance for Asa Hartford, who marked his return to Manchester City with a goal here against Stoke in the League Cup on Wednesday. And for Brian Robson, whose first duties, incidentally, in professional football were to clean Hartford's boots when they were both at West Bromwich Albion. Robson today making his league debut for United. The setting for the 103rd Manchester derby is a sodden pitch and a gusty wind, and Manchester City defend the goal to the left in the first half. Tommy Caton getting an early touch in that left-back position, doing the same to Joe Corrigan. And today's referee, the familiar figure of John Hunting from Leicester. Reeve jumping with Moran, and Power anticipating well. Gary Bailey, who held up his hands in acknowledgement that it was his error that cost United the first leg League Cup tie at Tottenham. McIlroy. Now Albiston. Stapleton gliding it on, and Robson goes down. The defender was Kevin Bond. No foul given. Collision between Bond and Robson that left the Manchester United player on the ground. Power again, providing important width on the left for City. For just trying to add a calming touch. There really is no room in the atmosphere of this kind of game to dwell on the ball in midfield. Caton has some space here, blocked by Buchan. Stewart gets a touch. That's Reeves. Stewart looking for one of those overhead kicks that have become his trademark. Some uncertainty in the Manchester United defence. Dennis Stewart, a central figure. Stapleton, whose flick is picked up by Manchester City in the first place, coming back to make the tackle. Hutchison finally losing out to Brian Robson. Birtles getting past Reed. Still got 3 defenders to beat, and Stapleton a little slow perhaps in arriving as Birtles look for help. And Birtles getting away from Reed, and perhaps it was a bit unfair asking Stapleton to be the man on the end of the cross. Here's McElroy, Corrigan's coming, and it clips the top of the bar. With Corrigan stranded and Sammy McElroy breaking into a free position. McElroy getting in behind Manchester City, lifting it over Corrigan, but it clipped the top of the bar. Hartford. Here's Robson. And City at the moment getting more joy on the left-hand side as they build up. Hartford again. Reeves. Moran drawn out of the middle. Peyton again playing it in. Stewart's flick. Driven in by Hutchison, and neither O'Neill nor Reeves could make contact. But the most dangerous moment that City have manufactured, coming after 26 minutes, with Tommy Hutchison catching the flick from Stewart. But no one for Manchester City could turn it in. McElroy. Robson. Gidman will keep it in play, and United with men forward here. If Gidman can get in a useful cross, which he does. McElroy beaten to it though by Ransom. So Brian Robson will take the corner. And it arrives at a height which gives Corrigan the advantage. And not two friendly words exchanged between Corrigan and Kevin Moran, which needs, Mr. Hunting feels, a cautionary word to both players. And the moment quickly forgotten. And it's looking more likely now that Steve Coppell will come on early in this game. O'Neill. It's Moran who's caught by Hartford. And Moran retrieves the slip. The Buchan, rather, at the cost of a corner. Bond again jumping, and it's off the line. Hutchison as Gidman concedes the corner. Martin Buchan was the saviour for Manchester United. From Kevin Bond. And now it's the in-swinger from the City left, and Stewart got the space, couldn't find the shot. But the more dangerous moment from Power's corner. Kevin Bond unattended, and Martin Buchan heading Manchester United to safety. So the gamble of playing Gary Birtles last just 35 minutes. And Steve Coppell, bitterly disappointed at starting the game on the bench, is now into the thick of the action. Moses. Augustin. Now Wilkins. Given room for the shot, and it needed the intervention of the fingertips of Corrigan. It was curling away as Corrigan made the dive, but just reached Wilkins' fine effort. Reeves flick drops for Gidman. In from Wilkins. Stapleton, that could have gone anywhere. Came out the city of Tommy Caton. Both Chewett and Power had got forward quickly when the city left, but the pass was disappointing for them. McElroy. Power. And it needed precise timing to coincide with the run of Ransom. It was only just off. Hutchison against Robson. Hanson's little dink cross for Reeves, and this is O'Neill, who wins City another corner, in which they have caused problems for United. Augustin, the defender, under fire, guarding that near post. Reeves flick, Chewett, blocked by the legs of Bailey, and it's Hartford who was stopped by Wilkins. Back from Hutchison. And at the moment, United being caught by this in-swinging corner of Paul Power. This time it was Reeves who flicked it on, and Chewett who couldn't quite finish it. So at the end of an absorbing first half, with Manchester United starting well, but then slightly disrupted by losing Gary Birtles and Steve Coppell having to come on in an attacking role. City improving as the half went on and coming so close to taking the lead with Kevin Bond's header that was cleared off the line by Martin Buchan. But at half-time at Main Road, it's Manchester City 0, Manchester United 0. Kevin Bond again having to live life under the extra pressure of being the manager's son, but he'll be pleased with his work in the first half, in which he was the City player who came closest to scoring. Moran's header. Hartford and O'Neill getting in each other's way. Caton linking up well with Chewett. Fell for Reeves. And the challenge was late by Gidman. Paul Power diffusing a potentially explosive situation. City have the free kick. And Bond, who's a good striker of the ball, and showed it there. Gary Bailey with a little bit of sun in his eyes in the second half. And curving the shot past the goalkeeper, but past the post. Here's O'Neill. Hutchison setting up Hartford. Asa Hartford often enjoys a joke at his own expense about his ability to score goals, or lack of it. Coppell. He should be given a little bit of credit for accepting the responsibility of trying the shot when his goal touch has deserted him. Robson fighting hard for United. Wilkins. This is Coppell. Only Stapleton in the box. He applied enough pressure to force City into conceding the corner. Came off Moran. As United use the ploy that City have found effective in this game, the near post corner. Kevin Moran beating Caton and Corrigan to it. Hutchison. Wilkins picking out Coppell. And this is Robson trying to turn it onto his stronger left foot and then prods at it with the right and can't get it past Corrigan, who adds to his tally of important saves in this game. But Brian Robson showing his eye for goal when breaking from midfield and his strength on the ball to get in the shot. Jewett. Reeves guiding it down for Power. It was on his stronger side too. And perhaps a little bit of rustiness, having been out of the first team scene for a number of matches. O'Neill. Here's Stewart. Reeves holding it up well. Hutchison joining in. Stewart is spare to Hutchison's right. And Hutchison apologises for not seeing him. Reeves. Uses Power. Stewart getting across in front of Moran, but couldn't control. And Kevin Moran's strength ended by a calculated challenge from Asa Hartford, who thrust his elbow into the face of Moran. Caught him also in the tackle around the right knee, as you could see. O'Neill out tackling Albiston. And Hutchison now against Ray Wilkins, who's covered for Albiston. Robson getting back to help out as well. It struck Ray Wilkins, And a City stop for handball. Mr. Huntingway play on. United really haven't recaptured their touch of the opening 20 minutes. And City, who are disappointed when Hutchison was adjudged offside. Incidentally, wearing the number 9 these days, having conceded the number 10 that had been his property to Asa Hartford by special request from Hartford. Now Koppel, the flag is up, and Robson puts it in, and the roar sticks in the throat of the United supporters. Koppel was the player penalised a long time before the ball reached Robson. Stapleton touched it on. There was some holding there by Koppel. The linesman flagged straight away, and the referee gave the free kick to City. Here's Caton. And a good cross too, and Bailey getting between Reeves and Chewett to thwart the enterprise from Tommy Caton. Run that posed real problems for Manchester United, and the cross that tested Gary Bailey to the full. Hutchison turning Orbiston, O'Neill with him, Chewett and Reeves in the middle. Chewett lets it run, cleared only as far as Hartford, and now Ransom. Again, the high cross that favours United. This time it was Bailey, but it might easily have been the head of Moran, who has been a dominating figure in the air. Hartford. Both sides now looking really to find a way to vary a pattern of play, which has produced stalemate thus far. Orbiston, McElroy, Stapleton receiving from Koppel. Now Orbiston. Looking for Robson, down for Stapleton. Almost a case of role reversal there, with the layoff provided this time by Robson after Stapleton had been involved in the move here. As it was played in by Orbiston, Robson was the target, and Stapleton up to support him, but he couldn't keep the shot down. Chewett. Ransom stayed onside. Hartford. In the end, his only option was to try and play it back where it had come from, and Ray Ransom was already making his way back. Just enough sting on the pass for it to carry into the arms of Gary Bailey within the area. Stapleton. Moses leaving the shot for Robson. Moses with barely time now to replace the boot that he'd lost. So local pride remains intact, with United extending an unbeaten run in the First Division to 7 games. And City's current form not fully able to compensate for the absence of Trevor Francis in attack and Jerry Gow in midfield. It's a day when defenders can take the greatest pride, Kevin Moran particularly for United, and Kevin Bond at the heart of the City defence. So a final score of Manchester City 0, Manchester United 0.
Well, Dennis, you've played in many a derby game. How did that one compare?
Well, I thoroughly enjoyed it. My thoughts are the same as the managers. In fact, that United played terrific in the first half, and it was like a throwback to the old days, the way that knocked the ball about. But then City came into the game in the second half, and they played well. So I think it was a fair result at the end of the day that it was a draw.
Who was your man of the match?
Well, I thought there was two players. I thought Robson played particularly well in the first half, and young Tommy Caton. Now, we talked about Tommy on kick-off on Friday, and it was nice to see him play so well. And don't forget, he was playing out of position. And after that performance, then John Bond might be a little bit reluctant to sell him.
We continue now with another of yesterday's First Division games, Middlesbrough against Nottingham Forest, two clubs who've undergone many changes since last season. It ended 1-1 and featured Justin Fashionu's first goal for Forest, but it was Middlesbrough who took the lead.
Middlesbrough's free kick. John Craggs will take it. Shearer. Wolf was there. It's an own goal from Bryn Gunn. Under pressure from Billy Wolf. Middlesbrough take the lead, courtesy of Bryn Gunn. Proctor. The ball through to McGovern. It's fallen for Fashanu. And there it is, the equaliser. Justin Fashanu gets his first goal for Forest.
Yes, and what a relief that must have been for Justin Fashanu. But the best goal of the day came in another First Division match, the one between Swansea and Arsenal. In fact, it was the first league meeting between the two sides. Well, London Weekend cameras were at the Vetchfield. The commentator there was Brian Moore.
Four men who missed the League Cup defeat at Barnsley in midweek have returned. The Yugoslavs, Hadziabdic and Rajkovic, also Mahoney and Robbie James. Top scorer is their number 11, Bob Latchford, 6 goals and a new lease of life. Arsenal, well, they need a win today after a poor run. They field the side that lost to Sheffield United in the League Cup. A new name is that of their substitute, Danny O'Shea, an 18-year-old Londoner. The referee is Maurice Robinson of Sutton Coldfield. It's his first match at Swansea. And in the ground is Mel Charles, who played for both Swansea and Arsenal, brother of the great John Charles and father of Jeremy Charles, who is the Swansea sub today. And it's Arsenal who get us away in this first league encounter between these two sides, although, of course, the clubs have met in both the FA Cup and in the League Cup. In some ways, a critical day for Arsenal. 5 goals only in 8 league games this season. They lie 16th in the table, and their manager Terry Neal is not here today. Presumably it must mean he's looking elsewhere for reinforcements. Well, they've got quite a task against this Swansea side all in white as Alan Curtis tries to get Leighton James on his way. Arsenal, remember, in the dark shorts. John Hollins playing a ball forward that's going to be easily cut out by the Yugoslav Rajkovic. Irwin hitting it straight to Hollins again, who seems to be in all the action at the moment. Hall has gone racing through the middle. Here's Brian Talbot, rifling a shot there, but wide of the Swansea goal. Well, it was Talbot's shot, but it's the inspiration of Hollins at the moment that's keeping Arsenal coming forward, and here he is again. Ball played in this time to Talbot, but as you can see, the shot a good couple of yards wide. Going straight to the other number 4, Talbot. Here's Sunderland. Kenny Sanson. Talbot. Young. Nicholas. O'Leary. Ball hitting Latchford. Talbot is there, but the bounce beat him. Mahoney is there. And in the end, it falls for Davis. Played in for Sunderland. Paul Davis now with a chance to hit a left foot shot, and it's borne away there and over the top by Guy Davis. Good break by Arsenal. Good shot by young Paul Davis. And good interchange with Sunderland. So it's Arsenal's corner, which Hollins will take. Willie Young and David O'Leary both up from the back again. Davis there, who first played for Wrexham back in 1970, for Swansea in 1970, and then had spells at Everton and Wrexham, of course. And that was knocked away off the line by Neil Robinson. That could so easily have crept in by the near post. It's a good little spell of pressure here by Arsenal, and they've got a throw now. Arsenal could so easily have just watched the number 2 here, Neil Robinson, as that's flicked in there. It's he who eventually gets it away. Free kick. Sanson, Sunderland. Hadziabdic, well, he just about got his head to that, and as well for Swansea that he did. Hollins again had made a lot of ground to get up there and was lurking in behind him. And it's Hollins now who takes this Arsenal corner. Latchford coming back to do a marking job on O'Leary. And Hollins hitting it low there. Willie Young scuffling it out here for Devine. Played again for Hollins. And that's a good cross there, really forcing Guy Davis to come a long way out. It's Paul Davis now. It's Willie Young now. Kicked off the line. And did it go across the line? No, the referee, in fact, has given a free kick to Swansea. But what a scuffle and a hustle there was in that 6-yard area. Guy Davis looks as though he got a bang on the back of the head. But also it looked as though Arsenal were within an ace of going into the lead. It was Willie Young's shot that very nearly came through. Paul Davis had one that was charged down. Willie Young with the shot there, kicked off the line by Irwin, and the foul was on the goalkeeper. Hadziabdic finding Leighton James. Here's Curtis. Oh, that's a good little run by Curtis. And a shot that's deflected. But not seriously enough to worry Pat Jennings. But a good, typical run this, in fact, by Curtis. Turning Devine. Let him fly. There was the deflection. And Jennings safely behind it. Meantime, it's a free kick for Swansea. O'Leary. Hadziabdic. Leighton James, the long cross there towards Latchford. He turned it back now. Leighton James there. Oh, it's a goal! Good header down by Latchford. A bursting shot by Leighton James. And although Jennings got to it, he couldn't hold it. They scored more at home than anyone in the top 3 divisions of Swansea, 12, and now it's 13. A rifling shot by Leighton James, and Jennings just couldn't hold it. Sunderland. It's Thompson getting the header there. Nicholas headed away by Irwin. Here's Peter Nicholas again. A cross that really is just for the benefit there of Neil Robinson. Shaq keeps getting up off his bench there, telling people to go forward and then to calm down. I think he's as excited about the prospect of Swansea getting a victory today as anybody in the ground. Davis, it's a nice ball here with a bit of space for Devine. Hall is up there. Sanson's made a great burst too from full-back position. Nicholas, Davis might get a shot in here. No, thought too long about it, and Swansea get it away as the half-time whistle goes, with Swansea leading by a goal to nil, scored by Leighton James after 38 minutes. Swansea get us underway again, attacking now the goal to our right in the all-white strip. Arsenal, who got a 1-1 draw here in the League Cup last season and then finished off the job at Highbury. I think at this moment might well be satisfied with a 1-1 today. A goal down. There's Colin Irwin leaping, but that time beaten in the air by Hawley. Robbie James turning it back. His goal is the one that has given Swansea the lead. Leighton James. Robinson. Willie Young's header. Mahoney. Neatly eluding Brian Talbot. Finding Neil Robinson. It's Max Thompson. Getting past Peter Nicholas. Still Thompson looking to get to that byline. A really great touch coming in there. And Robbie James couldn't quite get on the end of it, but what a lovely piece of play by the number 10, Max Thompson. That shows what can be done with a bit of determination and a chance to get to the byline, and whipped in a really good cross. It's Young. And this might be in with a chance for Latchford. So nearly number 2. But in the end, Arsenal was spared as Latchford battled on and hit it across the face of that Arsenal goal, just past the far post. Sanson. Hawley. Sunderland. Good break from the back by Sanson, and Nicholas, if he can get it across, he does well. And Hawley trying to come in there. No, the whistle had gone. There was a handball by Hawley. And the goal will not stand. But a very good break down the left by Arsenal, and a lovely cross in there by Peter Nicholas. But a handball there by Hawley, and the whistle had gone. Sunderland. Fine. Sunderland. Flicked in there towards Hawley. Bravely in there with a header, couldn't quite get the right angle though. Nice, tempting, teasing little cross coming in there. Keeper was in a bit of trouble, but the angle wasn't right. Free kick now for Arsenal. Owen on the back of Hawley. Davis, Talbot and Hollins all around that area. Probably play it this time wide for Talbot. Or maybe Hollins, great striker of a ball, will hit a good one. And it was well saved by Di Davis. Caught that well. But clearly the Swansea wall had been well lined up there by Di Davis, because although it went around it, Davis got a clear view and made an important save. Ball out of play for a throw to Arsenal. Sanson with it. Davis. referee quite rightly waving play on. There was no foul there by Willie Young. Robinson. James to Robinson. And that's towards Latchford. Flick back again there for Leighton James. Tipped away by Pat Jennings. And a beautiful piece of football. And you notice there that Leighton James was patting Bob Latchford on the head. What a lovely knockback that was. Absolutely perfect. And a fine save by Jennings from Leighton James. Well, certainly Leighton James was well aware of the part that Latchford played in that. So Latchford now waiting as Leighton James prepares to take another corner for Swansea with something like 19 minutes remaining. James with a corner. Flick back again there and knocked away that time by Hollins after Robbie James's header had gone dangerously close. And they're bringing Jeremy Charles on. And it's going to be Bob Latchford, who very nearly set up a goal for Leighton James a moment ago, who goes off. Charles, who comes up into a forward position straight away, although I think he'll be happier bolstering up the Swansea midfield. James. Ziabdic to Neil Robinson, the right fullback on the far side. And a free kick given to Swansea. Ziabdic with the free kick, wanting the Arsenal two-man wall to get back 10 yards. They're looking back a fair distance to me, but he floats one there with the outside of his boot. Oh, a fantastic goal by Thompson! Well, he's entitled to celebrate that. Astonishing goal. First for Swansea. Whoa. And all Pat Jennings could do is catch the rebound. Alan Sunderland's getting a booking. Something he must have said to the referee. Yes, you can see that referee Robinson said that it's something you said to me. Well, that just about makes it safe for Swansea, I would think, in the most spectacular way. 2-0 with 7 minutes to go. What a thundering volley from this number 10, Max Thompson. John Toshack, you can see on his feet again. Keeps looking at his watch. Oh. Yes. Right on cue. Looks like being a real afternoon of celebration for Swansea, who I'm sure have played better this season, but at least stuck to a task well against a side that defended pretty well for quite a long time, until they snatched that goal after 38 minutes from Leighton James, and then 7 minutes from the end of the second half, that blockbuster from Max Thompson. Curtis, played back for Mahoney. Might fall again for Leighton James to that byline. The cross coming in, it's too deep for anyone in a white shirt. And Peter Nicholas can draw it away again for Arsenal. Oh. It's been one of those afternoons again for Arsenal. As the final whistle goes, and it's victory for Swansea City. It's Swansea 2, Arsenal 0.
And what a most entertaining match that was, and what a goal too by Max Thompson. And by taking 3 points, Swansea are now in second place. Manchester United, their fifth, following that point in the derby match. Well, that's it. On a weekend when a certain result in Romania boosted the morale of English football, overshadowed the Manchester derby and brought a huge smile to the face of Ron Greenwood. Good afternoon.